Welcome back, guys. It's the Ninja here, and I have for you another plugin showcase. I'm warning you, it's kind of late at night, so my words might not be on point. But today we will be doing the furniture plugin. I believe it's called Dice Furniture. It's a Spigot on the Spigot page plugin. Again, links will be down in the description, and round now should be the name of the author popping up because I can't pronounce it exactly. Basically, what you do is you'll see two links in the description. The first one will be to the actual furniture plugin, and the second one will be to the author's plugin library. It's basically an additional plugin that you need to install in order to make sure that all of his plugins do work. So you'll need that as the basis one in order to have the furniture plugin work. But anyway, I guess we'll move on. This plugin basically adds a bunch of new pieces of furniture into the game. Okay, quickly had to do something. Anywho, how this will work is there'll be a quick picture popping up with the custom crafting recipe, as it might be doing right now, for our first piece of furniture, the barrel. So, all you do, each one of these, obviously custom crafting recipe, you can do this in survival, and you place it down. It's a spawn egg that you get. You basically place it down. It looks like a normal cauldron, yes. However, you could place any item in it that you want, and you can even place chests, things like that. But basically, any block you can place. So that's the barrel. The second piece of furniture will be the camera. So if we just pop this one over, it's look-wise, it looks awesome. Looks pretty similar to a camera. Functionality-wise, we'll get a little bit more in-depth into it later as it has some advanced photo-taking capabilities. Mwahaha. So yeah, that's that. The third one is the campfire. So pop onto the campfire. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's a little bit, there's a little bit of a lighting glitch sometimes when you place it. But this is actually something that I believe you can do in survival. You push all of the different armor stands together. I know it's really hard to see with the lighting glitch, and you are able to light these campfires. However, I'll go over that in the extended version. But basically, it's a flint and steel. So, in case you're wondering, again, I'll go over that later. Campfire number 2. It's a little bit more advanced, I like to say, of a campfire. Really cool. And that is where the lit part will go. Again, we'll go over how to light these and what you can do with the lit pieces of furniture later. The next one is a chair. This one's pretty cool. First of all, it looks nice. Looks like a chair. Second of all, as if you're getting into a minecart, you just sit down and you can finally sit and converse with your buddies. That darn sheep. I am going to kill that sheep for walking all over my, those things. Yeah. So anyway, that's the chair. You basically just sit right on in it. Next, we have the fence, which it looks like so. And then you can, as you might imagine, connect a few different fences to create an extended fence. And once again, I'll go over later the more advanced side to it because you can change it from just stone. You can even change what the fence in between looks like. But that's the basic idea of the fence. Next, we have one that I really like, the lantern. Just like so. Pretty simple, but it looks awesome. And it also works as a light source, so much nicer than those torches. Next, we have the two table variants. The first one is just a normal table. You can obviously place items on here, so you could place just steak or diamond or whatever, an actual item, or you can place a sword. It looks like you chop through the table, which is cool. So that's just the normal table. And then the next one we have is the large table, which, as you might be able to imagine, is larger. So let me just pop some of these things in here. And then, like the previous table, you can kind of pop these items in as you so please. So that's really cool. The next item on our list is the mailbox. Plop, bleh, plop. Pop one of those right there. You got yourself a pretty snazzy looking set of mailboxing technology. Moving on, we have the street lamp, which is, well, a street lamp. You can change between redstone to glowstone. Redstone to glowstone if you do. We have an also really cool one, a sunshade. So looks pretty normal, looks pretty normal. Just click it and boom, it pops out to a sweet looking sunshade. Look at that. I could lie down in the sun all day with my sunshade. And moving on to the television. It's what everyone wants, a nice flat screen television. This is just a classic example of how the plugin author puts together these items and makes you a flat screen television. Awesome. Moving on, let me just pop some items in there. We have tent number one. There are 3 tent variants. The first one is kind of a folded, hitched in design with crafting table in the center that you can, of course, use. The next one, tent number 2, I like this one quite a bit. It has mini log things. It has a nice chest for all your storing needs and a bed. So, another pretty cool tent. And then the final version, tent number 3, is also relatively cool. I like it. It's smaller. Bed cut in half. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. It's much smaller, but I like this kind of design on this in the inside that shows its supports. That I especially like. So that's tent number 3. And finally, one of my favorites is the weapon stand. Now, it looks pretty normal. Pretty normal, right? Just grab some weapons, or basically it works with any tool. So axe, hoe, sword, pickaxe, and shovel. Any of those of any of its variants, gold, iron, diamond. You just click it as if you're opening a crafting table. Place those inside of there, and you can store your weapons in a much cooler way, or tools, or whatever you want to call it. And as you saw here, it even works with enchanted items. Place, which I so do love. Look at that. That looks sweet. So that's all the different pieces of furniture. I thought I could sneak away the sofa. Just pop it on here. And there you have it. It's the sofa, and it works similar to the chair, as you can just click it and you can sit and you can look around and have some fun. And what's awesome is you can actually okay, my head was backwards. You can sit with a couple of your friends, which is pretty sweet. So now we'll be moving on to some of the more advanced functions of these pieces of furniture. Okay, so now we know all the different pieces of furniture, but what if you want to customize them or make it a little bit more to your taste? Well, this is what this part of the showcase is for. So as you can see, we have sofa, the 3 tents, and the table. And what you can do is, if you grab pieces of dye, is you can actually change the color of these 5 pieces of furniture as you so want. And obviously each one can do whichever color, and you can change them again. So that's gray, you can make it blue, and then back to red. I can make this one red, or change it to magenta and make this one lime, back and forth and back and forth, however you so want. So that's in relation to dyeing the 5 types of furniture. Moving on to customization, you would call it, is with the sunshade. You actually just need to grab banners, and with the banners, you can change the color. So, click, make sure you don't have the banner in your hand while clicking. I could then make it blue, and as you can see, based off of the banner color, that is what will change the sunshades shade thing. Yeah. The next thing in functionality is the camera. The camera doesn't just look awesome, it actually takes pictures. So all you need to do is make sure that you have a map, and make sure it isn't a blank map. It has to have been mapped. And then you click the side with the dispenser, must be facing towards the structure, and it'll create a 25 by 25 picture. You just click as if you're opening a crafting table, and boom. As you can see, I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, because it's 2D, but you can see that's kind of like my structure and its background over there, which is super cool. So, ever wanted to make pictures? Now you can. Moving on, I guess it's kind of fitting that it's dimming down. We have three lightable pieces of furniture. So, using flint and steel and uh, the water bucket will douse the lantern. Use the flint and steel to relight it so you could turn it on and off like so. Use the flint and steel to light the two fireplaces, and as you would guess, the water bucket douses them. And what's cool about the second uh, campfire is that we'll actually cook some of the pieces of food. I have a few examples in my inventory right now, but it can cook most of the raw pieces of food. No iron or anything like that, obviously. But place it as you so do, please, and it'll cook right for you, which is awesome. Now, let's just quickly turn it to day for the last part. As you can see, we have the fence, and if I just toss these pieces in there and grab these items, uh, the cool thing that you could do with fences is its default is stone, but I could change it to sand or diamond blocks or obsidian or any other block that you want. Any of these can become, or can, any of those you can apply to the fence. The only thing you do have to be careful with, however, is if you are in survival. Let's say I want to change this diamond ore to diamond block. It will use up my diamond block and I don't get it back. So in that respect, you have to be super careful. And another cool point is that you can actually use these fences to, or use the different types of fences to change the fence in between, as you would presume. So that's basically all the different pieces of furniture as well as their more advanced capabilities. And I appreciate you stopping by to watch this plugin showcase. I really hope you check out the author, his plugins, as well as the furniture plugin because it's super cool. I love it on my server. And since you so did ask, I am currently on the hybrid server. Let's make it nice and sunny. I'm currently on the hybrid server, which is a server I own. Much different than most plugin-oriented servers I see in the sense that it's kind of a community environment, but we have over 50 different plugins like so that change the gaming aspect. We have one that mocks the, or models on the applied energistics type storage system. We have advanced genetics plugin, wizardly magic. Oh my god, my brain. Anyway, that's that. If you want to join the server, I will put a link to the Patreon below. I literally just charge only enough to afford the server, no more, no less. So if you do want to join, it's a really awesome community. Everybody here is great, and I will leave the link to show you more information. So that's that. Check out the plugin author, and I will see you in the next plugin showcase whenever that may be. See ya.